the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ale LaForce reporting for us. And this matchup with Boston, first game of the NBA season for them. So Boston will get the first possession. Pass to Pritchard, and stolen by Williamson. Murray with it. Pritchard picks him up. Here's Messi. Williamson outside. They kick it out to Murray. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. And Trey Murphy gets the three. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard, no good. And it's Jones with the ball for the Pelicans. It's a three-point game. Let's go with a three. Knocks down the triple.
They really rely on Murray as a shot creator. He makes a conscious effort to keep everyone involved.
To the middle. Pritchard, he's open. Money from the wing.
Well, that's not great shot selection right there, but you'll take anything that goes in.
Murray looking around. Picked by Williamson. And he lobs it up top. And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Outside White. Back to Pritchard. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Here's Brown. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And I love how Brown is never in a rush. So calm, even with the shot clock up against him.
Murray for three. The rebound by Jason Tatum. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to White. And stolen by Williamson. In transition, here they come. Jones misses. Boston trailing. Here's Keita. He's guarded by Messi. Up top, Brown. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Now here's Messi. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Graham, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's Tatum. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
And Tim, after a change of leadership in the front office, the Pelicans looking to set a new standard.
Yeah, and the credibility and clout of this experienced front office, hopefully spurring buy-in and alignment from top to bottom.
Here's Pritchard after the basket by New Orleans. Tatum looking it over. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
It's Brown on the wing. They double team Brown. Pass to White. Outside Tatum. From behind the arc. The shot won't fall. New Orleans leading by 4. Here's Williamson. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. Six on the shot clock. Nice finish from the low block. That one's good. He's got 5.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Willie Green for a minute. I asked him if there's anything in particular they can do to keep Tatum's production at bay. He mentioned, well, the playmaking ability is what hits you first. His skill is something we're going to have to slow down, and we feel we have a good plan defensively to do so. A plan is a good start. We'll see if they're able to execute. Brian, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And stolen by Jones. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Here's Misi. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Now here's White. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pritchard, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Brown with the steal. White with it. Checked by Murray. Nice ball movement by Boston. 19-footer. Brown, no good. And so Murray will bring it up for New Orleans. 6-point lead. Jones from outside. Hauled in by Brown. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Williamson into the lane.
That is a scary sight coming right at you. What a nice drive by Zion.
Outside, Brown. Launches it from deep. Boston, no good that time either. The Pelicans lead by 8. Here's Murray. Pass to Misi. Outside Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
White can't hit. Murray with it. Pritchard picks him up. Back to Murray. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So it's Boston now, trailing by 10. Simons outside. Boucher left side. Outside, Brown. Back to Boucher. And it's Poole with a rebound. The Pelicans lead by 10. Bay outside. Poole with the ball. Here's the three. Simons with a rebound.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
And after breaking out in his third season and winning a title, Jordan Poole has struggled to recapture that high level. But last season, encouraging, Grant.
Yeah, it was much more efficient with his shooting, B.A. Now, can his defense get back to a championship level? We'll see.
Now here's Alvarado. Poole outside. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Tim, looking at Jordan Poole, how much you think learning from Stephen Curry helped him out?
Well, B.A., he's been a great role model for Poole on and off the court, showing how to approach the game and inspiring that confidence they both share to take big shots.
Now here's Brown. Stop the drought. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
On the wing, Jones. Pass to Bay. Poole outside. Shoots over Brown. And again, New Orleans no good.
Well, it's tough to defend those fall-away jumpers. That's about as good a job as you can do.
Jones' shot is good. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And they've also done a really good job scoring off turnovers. Not just pressuring the ball, but cashing those in and scoring opportunities.
Here's Alvarado. Following the three by Boston. Pass to Jones. Poole outside. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Celtics trail by 11. And here's Simons. Yet to see a basket. The three. Looney grabs a miss. And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. 30 seconds left in the opening quarter. Oh, good D by Boucher.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
White can't hit.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
No good that time.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Again, the miss by Boston. Now Alvarado. Poole for three. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. More NBA on 2K Sports. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
They set a pick. Back to Alvarado. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point land. Poole shot is off. And so Simons will bring it up for Boston. 11-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Fires the three. Pelicans cleared away. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Poole with the ball. Now guarded by Simons. Floats one up. Simons with a rebound. Celtics trail by 9. The kick to Tatum. Hauser outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's Simons with a three. Drains the triple. Simons got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you can just tell Simons has a lot of trust in his three-point shooting ability.
And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Alvarado outside. Into the lane. Poole from long range. That has to be encouraging. Sinking one after missing his first 5.
And Poole is no stranger to the corner three, as he showed on that play.
Simons outside. Hauser outside. From the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Back to Poole. Out to the right wing. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Pritchard.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Blocked! Simons deciding where to go with it. Pass to Pritchard. There's the three. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
The kick out to Poole. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Peyton Pritchard picks one up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
That one misses. And from the moment he set foot in this league, Herb Jones was a plus defender, Legs.
Well, Brian, people were questioning his offensive game initially, but he's been pretty solid there. And for a player who's made first-team all-defense, that's more than enough.
Here's Simons. And it's Markovic with a rebound.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Alvarado with it. Guarded by Hauser. Pass to Jones. 4 on the clock. Poole work in the interior.
When Poole gets this close, he knows to go for it. He's not going to waste the chance at all.
Outside Tatum. Out to Simons. Jones grabs the board.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Lets it go from deep. Knocks it down from distance. And it's an 11-point New Orleans lead.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Oh, didn't think that was going in. Hauser's got 9.
Well, after making 1 in the first quarter, he's now made 2 here in the second. Starting to get it going a little bit.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Guys, back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Alvarado with it. Pritchard picks him up. Poole outside. Oh, he picked him clean. Simons outside. Left side Pritchard. Here's Boucher for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And Poole puts up a deep 3. And again, unable to change momentum here. Stolen by Jones. Pass to Poole. Alvarado outside. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. Celtics trail by 5. Simons outside. Here's Hauser. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Picked by Williamson. Here's Murray. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Simons. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard from outside. Williams grabs the board. The Pelicans lead by 6. Wow! Zion making his presence felt inside.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Boucher outside. Back to Tatum. And stolen by Murray. Here's Williamson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 10-point New Orleans lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
High post Boucher. Got a piece of it. Pass to Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. They've led by as many as 14. Williamson on the move. Tatum pulls it in.
Oh, just a little too cute on that one, and it cost him.
Here's Simons, and he comes up with a bucket. Simons has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Launches a 3, and Trey Murphy hits from deep. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's foul number 2 for him.
All right, that's 2 fouls, not a big deal, but you don't want to pick up that third before the half.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Takeda. Now here's White. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Here's Spears. Pass to Looney. Here's Williamson. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Williamson's got 10.
Well, that was nice right there. He didn't rush himself. Williamson used up the clock and showed great patience.
Back to Simons. Now the Pelicans in transition. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Tatum.
Zion doing everything it took to get that whistle.
Tim, you look at Zion's play. Steady growth as a passer.
Well, he has more than doubled his rate of assists since his rookie year while keeping his turnover numbers pretty stable. Brian, that makes him even more lethal offensively.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Here's Williamson. The rebound, Celtics. Now here's White. Pass to Tatum. From deep 3-point range. Ball stolen. And now New Orleans on the break. The 3-ball. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. Celtics trail by 8 to the inside. Ooh, stolen by Murray. It's a one-on-one situation. Fear's shot is off. Man, they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Brown gets the bucket.
Production is one of the things Brown does best. He's always probing the defense to find his next bucket.
Williamson looking around. Oh, he misses the dunk. Zion Williamson has been on display for the Pelicans. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. On the wing, Jones. Back to Murray. Shoots over Brown. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 6 points.
Well, he is an elite athlete. Murray right there bursting off that screen.
Pass to Tatum. Over Jones. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Tatum's got his second basket of the game.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Williamson inside. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. White on the wing. Pass to Brown. Up top, Tatum. The three is up. Pelicans cleared away. They've led by as many as 14. And following this one, they'll take on the Nuggets in Denver. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Queta pulls it in. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 6. Down low. Here's Pritchard. Off with the layup. And there's the lob. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Oh, swiped away. Brown with it. Checked by Murray. Right side, Brown. Outside, Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Clock at 6. Back to Pritchard. Beyond the arc. That shot off.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
White on the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. On the wing, Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard gets it to go.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Outside Murray. Williamson to win the drought. Jones from outside. Buries it from 3. Jones has got 12.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And here's Brown for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. 9 points in the game.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
Celtics trail by 3. And in the draft lottery, the Pelicans falling 4 spots, Tim. The 3rd worst record last season, but earning the number 7 pick.
Well, B.A., they have had a streak of bad luck when you really think about it. They're looking to rise above those setbacks and finally deliver on their potential.
3 on the clock. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Boston making a switch here.
Boston substitution. Chris Boucher.
Murray with it. 6 points for him. To the paint. Here's Messi. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Back to Simons. Tries to break his ice. And he takes it up and lays it in. Now it's a 7-point Pelican lead. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've created, pushing it every chance they get. So much easier to score when you get early looks.
Celtics trail by 7. Boucher on the screen. Simon's shot is good. Simon's got 11.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And here's Murray. 6 points for him. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Now Simons. 11 points in the game. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
He's just showing off tonight. Simons, an explosive scorer with great energy.
Outside Murray. It's Poole on the wing. 5 on the clock. Ooh, the pump fake. Kept the D off balance. Gave him room to work. Give him 8 points now.
And this is a big part of Poole's game, so you expect it to be a good shot.
Brown looking around. Over Murray. Brown can't hit. New Orleans leading by 5. Murray, no good. And here's Boston. Boucher outside. Inside. And finished off by Boucher.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
Here's Murray. He's got 6. And stolen by Brown. Hauser with it. Checked by Murray. Pass to Simons. Now here's White. Guarded by Poole. For the tie. And White hits from deep. White's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Here's Murray. Outside for Bay. Oh, deflected. Down low. And finished off by Boucher.
And we've watched Brown evolve his game. Playmaking has been at the forefront of his development.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. A new group getting ready for the Pelicans. The Pelicans trail. Alvarado outside. They set the pick. Pass to Jones. Shot to stop the run. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
And here's White. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Simons. And Boston again with the bucket.
Yeah, such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
Poole outside. To the inside. Matkovic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
High post Boucher. Pass to White. Boucher on the screen. To the paint. And finished off by Boucher.
Yeah, and we've seen Brown take strides as a playmaker out of the pick and roll.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Back to Poole. Rebounded by the Celtics. To the middle. Alvarado, left side. Offline with a three. And White has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They lead by one. Back to Simons. Outside White. White coming through.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Poole looking it over. A minute 53 left in the third. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution for your
Celtics lead by 3. Now here's Simons. 15 points in the game. The kick out to White. Three-pointer. Alvarado with a rebound. A minute 22 left in the third quarter. Poole shot is off.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
And the basket by Boucher.
assistant, Derek White.
Williamson with it. He's got 12. To win the cold spell. Going inside. No good on the strong take. Simons with it. Poole picks him up. Back to Simons. Hauser outside. For three. Drops in the three. And it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Williamson. Oh, good D by Boucher. Pass to Simons. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Takes it in.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So it's Boston now. Pass to Tatum. Fires, top of the key. Pelicans cleared away.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Here's Hawkins. Now here's Alvarado. Pass to Hawkins. Fires the three. Hits the three-pointer. Hawkins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And here's Pritchard. Now Tatum. They set the pick. Tatum on the drive. Good on the shot. And the Celtics lead by 9.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pass to Matkovic. Here's Williamson. And Pritchard pulls it down. There's Simons with a three. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Pass to Alvarado. Here's Matkovic. Puts up a deep three. He can't get that one to fall. Celtics lead by 9. To the inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Back to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. No good on the three.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Alvarado. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Lets it fly. Nice D from Tatum. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Pass to Hawkins. The three. Boston pulls it in. Here's Tatum. "14 feet away. No good. In and out off the rim. Pelicans trail by 9. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. So both teams changing it up here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. And it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers. Players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Boston, no good that time either. Pelicans trail by 9. Pass to Alvarado. And here's Murray to get back on track. Hits the trifecta.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Now here's Brown. Just 5 to shoot. That one falls. And the Celtics lead by 8.
A superb mid-range shooter. All Brown needs is some separation, and he's ready to pull up.
Alvarado outside. And it's Jose Alvarado with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Now, this is a guy the coaches trust. He's so deliberate with the ball in his hands.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Here's Brown. Over Murray. Brown can't hit. Pelicans trail by 8. And here's Murray. This one for 3. Tatum pulls it in. Pritchard surviving the D. Outside Tatum. Looking to get it going. Pelicans cleared away.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Back to Alvarado. From downtown. And the Pelicans miss again.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. Dre, Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably, the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
maybe never will either.
Outside Murray. They still need this. Nice D from Tatum. Celtics lead by 11. Pritchard with it. Oh, sweet move. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Herb Jones picks one up.
You never want to foul Tatum in the act. Jason is just one of the best foul shooters in the NBA.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
And for someone listed at 6'4", DeJounte Murray is an excellent rebounder, Tim.
Well, he sure is. He's got long arms and he's very athletic. His work on the glass, one of the many ways that he can impact winning, and he's always a threat to take it end to end.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Murray drops them both. A long-limbed 6'5" guard, Grant. Talk about what DeJounte Murray brings to the table.
Oh, man. Defense, defense, defense. I mean, he's led the league in steals, B.A. And Murray is really good at disrupting the point of attack, making things hard on the opposing ball handler.
It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
Here's Simons. Up and in on the layup. Simons got 19 points.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Simons with a steal. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Pass to Hauser. And stolen by Murray. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And, you know, you get so much out of DeJounte Murray. He's a high-effort guy, but he also stuffs the box score. Points, rebounds, assists. And then defensively, he is just a pest who can be disruptive. And that is disappointing. He is someone they normally rely on from the line.
Brown in the high post. Over Jones. Brown, no good. Pelicans trail by 10. Here's Poole. Williamson, left side. Outside Murray. Back to Jones. 5 to shoot. Murray inside. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Well, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
Pritchard outside. Rises up. Jones rips down the board. Pelicans trail by 8. And here's Murray. Jones outside. Williamson is double. Jacks up a 3. And rebounded by Tatum.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
And the 3 misses.
He's been way off the mark in this second half. Just unable to get any kind of rhythm going.
Boy, Murray eats up ground in a hurry. You blink, and suddenly he's at the rim.
Here's Simons. From downtown. The triple drop.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And the Celtics making a change here. Williamson outside. Lets it go from 11. Outside Tatum. Simons outside. Lays it in easily.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Outside Murray. And rebounded by Tatum. Boston leading by 11.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Celtics.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Anthony Simons.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Oh, some nice teamwork in transition.
You know, he kept his head up and eyes on the ball. They sensed the pass and jumped it.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
Pelican foul.
And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. It's an even 3-on-3 break. It's in!
They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
And it's why every team in this league now looks to run. The numbers say you have an advantage.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
New Orleans calls timeout. They're losing by 5. Guys, your thoughts?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, you're going to have to play this out, take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
He shoots. Oh, can't hit the jumper. So we see the Celtics get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure. But they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Brian Anderson with me. Tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Here we go. So Boston will... Got the first possession. Pritchard with it. Pass to White. Here's Queta. From deep three-point land. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
Pass to Tatum. Up and over Porter. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and coach said after a deep breath, I mean, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to mute his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full trying to slow one of the game's best. Brian, back over to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Trent, following the 3 by Boston. Just 5 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. Queta pulls it in. Outside Tatum. Outside Brown. White for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's Trent. Banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Tatum. White on the wing. From outside the arc. And it's White again missing.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency. Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Brown. To the middle. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
So it's Milwaukee now. Outside for Porter. And And here's Green from the arc. Tatum pulls it in. Boston trailing. Outside Pritchard. Cranes the triple.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Over to the left wing. Pass to Trent. The three is up. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
3 points.
Trent's got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Pritchard. Clock at 6. Now Tatum. Giannis with the rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Pass to Turner. On the wing, Porter. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Back to Tatum. Right side Brown. And a miss there on the triple. Milwaukee in the lead. Now Porter. Still without a bucket. On the wing, Green. Driving in. And the shot goes down.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Now here's Pritchard. Brown with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. And the basket by Brown.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Pritchard pulls it down. So it's Boston now. They trail by 1. Here's Tatum. Left side Pritchard. Outside Brown. Up and over Porter. Another miss by Brown.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
So it's Boston now. After Milwaukee picked up a 3 with their last shot. Tatum from long range. The kick out to White. It's Brown on the wing. Over Trent. Again, Brown missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Trent for 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
I just love the ball movement.
Kick out to Brown. From the stripe. Again, Brown missing.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Now here's Tatum. No points so far. Boston again missing.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Here's Trent. Boston with a rebound.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
Outside Tatum. The kick out to White. The 3. Rebounded by Green.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's Antetokounmpo. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet. Antetokounmpo's gotten his second bucket. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Simons. Knocks it down from distance.
And you can just tell Simons has a lot of trust in his three-point shooting ability.
Now here's Porter. From the high post. And it's Milwaukee scoring again.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Here's Brown. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Bobby Portis.
So hard to guard him without fouling sometimes. Brown doesn't mind getting a little contact on his way up.
And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
Now here's Porter. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution.
Celtics trail by 7.
Ryan Rawlings.
And here's Simons. Pass to White.
Box foul. Torian Prince. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Simons outside. Outside White.
And the defense has been stifling early on.
Again, the miss by Boston.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Assist.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole. And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, B.A. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Guys, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Antetokounmpo. Following the 3 by Boston. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6.
He's been still they're up, so not all is lost.
Simons has a shoot-first mindset, but he also takes great pride in making plays for others.
Anthony with it. Guarded by Hauser. Anthony with a bucket. And the Bucks lead by 6.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Pass to Boucher. Back to Brown. Now Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Oh, so physical and quick in transition. I mean, who would you rather have in the open court?
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. 23 seconds left to play in the first. And here's Simons outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. The three from Prince. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Celtics trail by 8. Simons with it. White on the wing. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. White got 9. Now Anthony. From downtown. No good there. A big-time effort for Gary Trent Jr., providing a lot of energy for Milwaukee. 11 points in the quarter.
Milwaukee, 25.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Here's Anthony. Offline from the high post. Celtics trail by 5. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Now here's Simons. Outside Pritchard. Boucher outside. Takes the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Anthony outside. Shoots over Simons. Anthony with a bucket. Anthony's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Pritchard. The kick to Tatum. Hauser outside. Clock at 4. Offline with a 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Portis. Over Boucher. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Simons outside. Launches a 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Yeah, such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
Anthony outside. To the left side wing. Portis down low. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics trail by 4. Simons left side. Hauser outside. Fires for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Out to Anthony. Off target at the rim. Simons deciding where to go with it. Here's Hauser. And Boston again with the bucket. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1. Pass to Kuzma. Just 5 on the clock. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. And Boston has possession. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Outside Pritchard. Back to Hauser. And here's Simons. There's Tatum with the 3. Prince grabs the miss. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal. Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Good drive by Porter. Oh, good D by Boucher.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And it's all from 3-point range. Bucks trail by 3. Pass to Kuzma. On the wing, Porter. Here's Turner. It's Prince on the wing. The 3-pointer off the mark.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Simons outside. Off target from outside. It's a close game here in Boston. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Kuzma. And again, it's the Bucks missing. The kick to Tatum. Left side Pritchard from about 19. No good off the glass. Bucks trail by 3. Pass to Turner. Back to Porter. Here's Prince. Defended by Hauser. To get back on track. Boston with a rebound. Simons with it. And it's Kuzma picking him up. Now here's Pritchard. Hauser right side. Fires the 3. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. Porter in the post. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston leading by 3. Takes a 13-footer. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
How about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Milwaukee making a switch here. Here's Antetokounmpo. 6 points for him. There's a screen by Turner. Trent on the wing. To end the run. Drills it from deep. Trent's got 14.
Well, Giannis knows he creates gravity inside, which is going to free someone up on the outside.
And here's Simons outside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. And here's Green from the arc. It's hauled in by White. The Celtics with the lead. It's Brown on the wing. Here's Tatum. Uses the glass on the layup. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Trent. Back to Antetokounmpo. Inside. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Turner, no good.
And the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Out to Simons. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Here's White. 9 points in the game. Tatum with a screen. Here's Brown. Drives to the hoop. And he gets that one. Brown's got his second basket of the game. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Antetokounmpo is doubled. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
It's stolen by Tatum.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
White, good.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's rolling around the perimeter ready to fire. Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
The kick to Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Turner to end the drought. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Turner's got his first 3 points of the game. Outside White. With the floater.
And be careful who you challenge. Turner is a certified rim protector.
And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
You're giving up a bit of height there. You could expect to get burned from downtown when you do this.
And here's White. 12 points for him. Giannis with the rebound. Right side Green. Tatum with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. Porter with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo. Again, the Bucks. Good for two.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Celtics lead by 4. Tatum with it. He has 7. .30 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Chalk up 2 there.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
Out to the wing. Antetokounmpo, left side. Boston with a rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Down low. The kick out to White. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possession. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pass to Trent. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Green. For 3. On target from range.
3 points.
Green's got 5 now.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pritchard with it. Now Porter defending. Here's Tatum. Tatum drops the hammer.
Those improved handles of Tatum, that's a big part of his growth.
Pass to Green. Back to Porter. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you.
You got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Tatum pulls it in. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. 6-point game. Pass to Brown. This one for 3. Great D that time from Porter. Now Antetokounmpo. 10 points for him. On the wing, Green. Here's Turner. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Turner's got 8 points.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in the rhythm on the offense right now.
To the inside. White for 3. Doesn't go for him.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Down low. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk. And he's now got the double-double.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Pritchard surviving the D. Oh, and Turner with a block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
Pass to Antetokounmpo for the tie. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. The Celtics with the lead. There's Tatum with the 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And it's Green missing.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
A nice shot by Tatum. Milwaukee with the ball. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 10. Pass to Turner. The 3 is up. Boston pulls it in. Outside Tatum. The shake. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
Pass to Prince. They double him with Brown. Back to Prince. Out to Portis. Tatum pulls it in. Boston leading by 5. Left side, Pritchard. Here's Tatum. He's got 17. Prince grabs the miss. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. All right, tonight, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Here's Portis, and misses it off the right side of the rim. So it's Boston now, leading by 5. Here's Tatum, rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, get that weak stuff out of here. Giannis doing everything he can to protect the rim. The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
A clear look for Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. Outside for Porter. Back to Portis. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Porter. To win the cold spell. And Boucher with the block.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
The 3 from Prince. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Prince has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Outside Tatum. Pass to White. Fires from deep. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
Antetokounmpo is doubled. It's Prince on the wing. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Here's White. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on A.J. Green.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That one's no good. The floor is space for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But they live by the 3, die by the 3. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
Offensive rebound. Bucks trail by 7. Anthony, right side. Pass to Kuzma. To the middle. And then Portis with the dunk.
Yeah, Kuzma has gotten pretty good at this, spotting those open guys who are prepared to shoot.
Now Simons. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. You know, for a team that's had deep playoff runs almost every year recently, the Celtics fell short last season, RJ.
Well, injuries and other factors played into that. But there's so much parity in the NBA right now. There is no team invincible come playoff time.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The kick out to Kuzma. The 3 from Prince. Tatum pulls it in.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Pass to Prince. Back to Kuzma. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J.
And that is why this team loves having Kuzma. At 6'9", he can really stretch the floor.
Outside White. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Portis the screen. From the right block. And The Bucks getting another bucket right there.
Showing more patience this half. His shot selection has improved, and his field goal percentage is rising.
White on the wing. Puts up a three. Sends it home from three-point land. White's got 19 points.
He's just lighting them up in this game. But he's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Portis shot is off. Boston leading by 5. The kick out to White. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
Pass to Prince. Kuzma up top. Back to Prince. For 3, Anthony. He's off on that one. Boston on offense. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And here's Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics. 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Kuzma, left side. And he converts the layup. Kuzma's got 5.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
There's Simons with a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. And here's Portis. Give him 8 points now. Shot that time, not on target. Here's Brown. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Celtics up 5. And time to step away.
62.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Here's Brown. Pass to Simons. Here's Tillman. 5 to shoot. Here's Pritchard. Prince grabs the miss.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
For 3, Anthony. Up again. Second chance effort. And that one is right through the heart. And so Simons will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Outside Pritchard. Simons with it. And Anthony picks him up defensively. Brown, no good.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Here's Kuzma. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Assisted.
And it's 7 points for Kyle Kuzma.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Hauser, that's good.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Kuzma, that's good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Outside, Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Pritchard from outside. It's good on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Pass to Kuzma. Here's Rollins. 3-pointer. Nails it from 3. Rollins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Now here's Hauser. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Hauser. Pass to Simons. The rebound by Sims. Here's Brent to take the lead. And the Bucks hit again from deep. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
And here's Pritchard. And here's Brown for 3. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
Bucks foul. Corey Prince. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Simons with it. 6 to shoot. To halt the run. And he lays it up and in.
Digging deep. Simons to the hole himself.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Both teams changing it up here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Turner for 3. Rollins. Boston with a rebound. Inside. Here's Tatum. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Milwaukee leading by 3. Here's Porter. And another miss by Milwaukee. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Simon's shot is good.
Oh, I'll tell you what, in this fourth quarter, he's been locked in and has made some big shots for his team.
Pass to Rollins. Back to Anthony. Kuzma outside. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Now Simons. Pass to Keita. Now Brown. Pulls up at the elbow. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And each year it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
Antetokounmpo looking it over to the wing, right side. Nice shot by Turner.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And stolen by Green. Porter with it. Picked up by Tatum. Tipped. And stolen by Brown. Launches it. And it's Tatum missing.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
And it's the Celtics ball. Trailing by 2. They double team Tatum. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis using his size inside. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. And here's Turner. Second shot opportunity.
And you want more of this from Tatum. Able to make an impact on defense with this kind of activity.
Back to Simons. Hauser outside. Tatum from long range. JT for three.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Out to the right wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. Again, Antetokounmpo missing. Boston trailing. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
All right, give it up for
Here's Simons. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Brown. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. To the paint. Left side Pritchard to take the lead. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Pass to White. The three. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Milwaukee in the lead. Looking to end this cold spell. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Outside Pritchard to tie it up. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Boston making a switch here. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Anthony with it. Antetokounmpo outside. Can't get it. Celtics trail by 3. Brown looking around. Here's Simons. To tie it up. Yes, sir, with the 3.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Antetokounmpo outside. Anthony outside. Now Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. Outside Trent. Turner misses the 3.
He's fallen into a bit of a slump this quarter. How quickly things can turn.
Here's White. Brown on the wing. Tatum fires. And Tatum buries it from long distance.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Turner. Ooh, the three doesn't go.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Here's White. Now Simons. Outside Tatum. Tatum showing off the strength.
And this is exactly who Tatum is. Someone who doesn't back down from taking the big shot.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead. It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the jam.
You expect this from an MVP like Giannis. He never gives up on the game. Woo! Gotta love it.
Simons outside. Here's a pass to Tatum. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Making a change here. Here's Green. Takes a three. Knocks down the trifecta.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
And if anybody didn't know, Jason Tatum has that killer instinct just coming out in a big way.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Turning here to our analysts, what elements become the primary keys at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick two and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Trent on the wing. Now Porter. Green! Ooh, missed on the train. And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.